Yeah, boy. Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is your friend Cartman, and today I've got some awesome replays to show you guys from the last raid weekend. We have an entire raid on deck to show you every hit on every district and the capital peak. We're going to be showing you the good, the bad, the ugly, and the downright OP, guys. If you are new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel and smash that like button for me if you do like this content. We're going to jump right over here to the clan capital, and we'll show you guys how it went down. All right, guys. As you can see right here, we had some really nice raids. Over 20K capital gold for 13 of our clan members. So a really nice weekend overall for us, keeping in the top 200 in the U.S. So we like that, and hopefully we can climb even higher, guys. But we'll jump right into it. We're going to be looking at attack number 3 right here. And let's just jump right into it. All right, guys. First up, we've got the Golem Quarry. Now, this is the only district that I myself did not attack here that we're going to be showing today. My clanmate got to it before I could call it and get in here. And he's coming in with the rocket loons and 3 graveyard spells, which, you know, I love this attack strategy. It is super OP. But right here, Crusher's going to come in here, and one of the things that he's going to do here is he's going to place his graveyard spells quite a ways away from where he's deploying his troops. And so he's not really going to be able to get any tanking, and I think that is why this ended up being a 3-hit attack. This strategy is definitely powerful enough to get this district down in 2. But you can see he places his graveyard spells up around the rocket artilleries and the blast bow, while he doesn't really have any rocket loons being able to target this area while the air skillies are popping. So in essence, we're kind of wasting the graveyard portion in this first attack. They're going to be able to do a little bit of damage right here, and he's been able to, you know, take down quite a few buildings, but I think he would have been able to get a lot more value on this opener if he set at least one of his graveyards pretty close on one side, you know, and kind of use them to tank for his rocket loons to get them into these key defenses. But first attack, 35%, not too bad. See, gets up to 36 maybe, up 37, so not too bad on his opener, but I think it could have been set up for the 2-hit right here if he wouldn't have placed those spells so far in advance. Just going to clean up some of these trash buildings right here with some sneaky archers and bars. You can see the skellies are already popping. And then he's going to place his next graveyards at the top at the rocket artillery, the blast bow. And again, these are kind of wasted spells to me right now because you're not able to attack those areas. Like, you could just hang on to those graveyards while you're clearing out the core and then place them later as your rocket loons are going to approach the key defenses again. And get those taken out. But he's moving in with his rocket loons right here, getting a little bit of value. You know, he's going to be able to get a good chunk of this base down. But like I said, I would have played this a little differently with my graveyard spells. And that'd be my advice to you, is don't place your graveyard spells too far out in front of your rocket loons. You're really sacrificing the tanking, and you're not going to get as much value out of it. You know, unless you're planning on the graveyard spell to actually take down the defense itself, you're kind of wasting them if you put them out that far in front of the rocket loons. So right now he's keying on a few of these key defenses here in the middle, trying to get to this rocket artillery, I believe. But really, there's not much left of this base at this point. You know, and he's going to have all those graveyard spells coming into play for his third attack to clean this thing up. But gets about 2/3 of it down right here. Just a few more key defenses, and he's going to be able to swarm this thing in attack number 3. So here he goes. He's just going to use these graveyard spells to come in here and just totally overwhelm this base. Just being a little slow on his deployment here, but once he gets these rocket loons coming in here, it's going to go down pretty fast. And it's going to be an easy hit in 3. You know, to me, taking a district down in 3, if it's a pretty tough one. I mean, it's kind of similar to getting a 2-star at the home village. I mean, it's not the best thing, but it's not the worst either. So definitely we'll take those, but I think with a little bit better planning and execution on this one, it definitely would have been a 2-hit takedown. But with that said, we're going to get ready for our next attack, guys. All right, guys, next up, we're going to have Skeleton Park, and it's going to be yours truly coming in here, and you can see we got the 1-hit triple coming in. Okay, this Skeleton Park is not maxed out by any stretch of the imagination, but when these come up, you've got to take them out in one, guys. You don't want to be stuck with a 2-hit on something like this. We're going to place our 2 graveyard spells here, get our Rocket Loons working in. We do have a few battle rams to open up some of these walls for us. And we're just going to be patient right here. We want those air skellies to kind of tank, especially where this air bomb is. And then we have that minion hive. Those things are pretty annoying. So we're just going to tank that area, send in our Rocket Loons, get that air bomb down, and now start bringing in the rest of our balloons right here. We're still saving our 1 graveyard spell for the air defenses. I think it's that rapid rocket right there on the back side. So we're going to save that to help tank for our loons again over in that side. And there's not much to this base right here, guys. We still have Rocket Loons to deploy. We've got air skeletons popping. There's not hardly anything left that's going to target these Rocket Loons. We're going to take out that 1 air defense right down here with another pack of Rocket Loons. Send in another pack toward this spear thrower. And there it is, guys. Nice and easy triple. We got tons of troops up. Air skeletons cleaning up everything. And that's how you do it. That's how you execute a nice and easy 1-hit on non-max Skeleton Park. I was really surprised to see that Skeleton Park that hadn't been upgraded so much right now. But we'll take those. I mean, you just got to take advantage when you get the chance. Next up, guys, we're going to be jumping over to Balloon Lagoon. Again, another 2-hit triple. We're going to be coming in with the Rocket Loons, Mass Graveyard. We've got a few barbs this time in our army composition. We just want to get these trash buildings cleaned out. There's no traps there. Use a couple battle rams to bust through these walls. Our goal right now is we want to take out this rocket artillery on the top side at 1 o'clock. I'm going to be able to do that without investing any graveyard spell up there. Just with our Rocket Loons. Using the barb to take out this trash building, get that deployment zone up, get 2 packs of rocket balloons coming in there to one-shot this rocket artillery. We're going to get the air bombs taken out as well. At that point, we got our barb to come around and clean out some trash. And now we're going to start focusing down here kind of at 6 o'clock, moving in toward this next rocket artillery. Now, I'm pretty late on using the graveyard spells in this attack. I'm really just kind of planning them for my second attack, to be honest, because I don't really need them. I can kind of get the buildings I'm wanting to right now. And you can see how this layout is of this base is that all the defenses are in such a concentrated area. We're taking out everything on the right and left-hand side, and all that's going to be left is this channel in the middle of the base. We're going to set our graveyard spells kind of on the perimeter of that channel on this first attack. We still have some Rocket Loons to come in. We want to get this rocket artillery, so I sent 2 packs in there to one-shot that. Now we're going to come in on the top side, go for this rapid rockets, just try to take down a few more of these defenses. On the far left-hand side, we're trying to clean out this cannon and get to that spear thrower if we can, just to really firm it up that there's nothing on the outside for our troops to go to. Everything's going to be in this core. We're going to finally get that rapid rockets taken out there on the top side. And we didn't really use the graveyard spells, honestly, on this attack too much, but it's going to be set up so nice for this next hit on this district. All right, guys, so here we go. We're going to start bringing in a few of our rocket balloons, start spawning some air skeletons, then start planning the rest of our graveyard spells. We're going to place them just right down in the core. We got them around the rocket artillery right here. And air skeletons are going to be just spawning everywhere right now, guys. We have tons of rocket loons to deploy yet, and we have so many air skeletons right now. They are just everywhere, and they're going to take over this whole base. And that is a nice and easy triple. I mean, it just looks like a cleanup Lalo at this point, you know. You just send them in. These air skeletons, like, once their numbers are so great, these defenses cannot target your rocket loons. That's the beauty of the attack right there, guys. So a nice and easy 2-hit triple. We will take those all day. Next up, guys, we're going to be taking a look at Builder's Workshop. And you can see it again, another 2-hit triple. This attack was very nice. Again, we're going to have some barbs in our army comp this time to just take out these trash buildings. Anytime you have these builder huts around here, these clan huts, you just want to use barbs if you can. They're less housing space than the sneaky archers. You know, and they're more durable if a bomb or something goes off. Got the battle ram opening up this wall here on the right-hand side for our deployment zone. And we're going to start bringing in our rocket loons. We've got a graveyard spell on this blast bow. We want to get that blast bow taken out and move along and get all these buildings, these defenses on the right-hand side taken out that we can, along with the trash. And right now we're able to just work around. We're saving our other 2 graveyard spells. I don't really need them on this right-hand side, so we're going to hang on to those. And right now, once we get that spear throw down, we're just going to start cleaning up everything on that side. We got a pack of minions at the top there. Start moving around, getting these trash buildings cleaned out so we can start attacking from the top side on this base. Place our next 2 graveyard spells to get into the core, to get to some of these core air defenses here, the rapid rockets, the air bombs. So we're just going to start collapsing in on this base right now. We're going to take down as much as we can. And you can see right here, we're over 50%. So a really nice opening hit. We have several graveyard spells already in the core of the base to help support us on our second hit. So that's really great news. Up to 57%. That's a really nice opener on most districts. All right, guys. Once again, we're going to be coming in. We're going to go ahead and place all 3 of our graveyard spells because, again, we've gotten what's left of the base so concentrated. We're going to be able to attack this right away. So we're going to start collapsing with the rocket loons from every side on this base and just let these air skellies start popping. Just like you can see right here, we've attacked it from every direction. And pretty soon we have so many air skeletons popping. I mean, just everywhere on the base. It's just a matter of cleanup at this point. I mean, the defenses do not know what to target. And it's another very quick, very nice 3-star. Next, we're going to be taking a look at Wizard Valley, guys. And on this one, again, another 2-hit attack. I decided to go back to Hog Raiders on this. We're going to use some barbs to clean out these clan houses and just get these areas opened up for our deployment. And you can see almost every defense is located on this peninsula of this base. So, I mean, it just is screaming for Hog Raiders to me. So we're going to place both our heals just early in this first section. And I'm just going to spam my Hog Raiders in. And as long as we just clear out the section where the heals are, I think we can finish the base in 2 easily. So that's what we're going to do. I've saved a few Hog Raiders to kind of go around here, stun a few key defenses. We've got our battle rams that come through and try to open up some of these walls for our next deployment zone. Maybe get a couple more of the houses on the outside taken out. And right now you can see those hogs survived the opener very well. They've moved way past these heals and are continuing to take out defenses. We're over 50% right now. The pathing looks awesome for our second hit. And the Hog Raiders are still super powerful. You can't forget about them. I know everything's graveyard right now, but the Hog Raiders are super strong. Now, I'm going to let these barbarians work through these walls. It takes forever right here. But that's going to help with this deployment zone for our second attacks. That's why I let them continue to work, even though they're going to get killed right here by the raid cart. So we got the walls opened up, and we're going to have some really nice access for our second hit. Now, the one thing I like to do with the Hog Raiders is bring some minions. And so we've got one minion horde coming in here to clean out this this raid cart post and the raid cart. I think that's important to do, especially if you're running the Hog Raiders, so you don't have to deal with that, because obviously the Hog Raiders will not attack that. We got both our heals in for the remaining defenses. Bring our Hog Raiders in, and a lot of these layouts, people leave these giant cannons just on this back wall where they default set up. So what I'd like to do is bring a couple rocket loons for that area, just in case our hogs do get taken out. We can finish the base with these rocket loons. So we've got a pack of minions tanking. We're going to send in our rocket loons. They're going to immediately take out this air defense, start moving on to the giant cannons. Our hogs are taking on some fire right there, but it's not going to matter. We still have enough troops to get this done right here. We still have those rocket loons, which nothing can target them right now. And it's going to be another pretty nice and easy 2-hit triple, guys. Anytime you can get 2-hit triples for your clan, it's really good. So you want to do that as much as you can. All right, guys, next up, we're going to be taking a look at Barbarian Camp, and unfortunately, this was a 3-hit attack for me. I thought I had a pretty good plan to try to get a 2-hit on it. We're going to go pretty fast through here. We got the barbs just cleaning up trash. They have all of these super giant posts out here kind of exposed, so we're going to take advantage of that with a couple packs of minions. They're going to be able to take out these super giants, their posts, just so the rest of our army, we don't have to worry about that. On the bottom left-hand side, we're going to use a couple rocket loons to come in here and snipe this rocket artillery. We do have that Tesla pop, but they're able to take that out and go over here and finish a couple more, the multi-mortar and the multi-cannon. And at this point, I'm wanting to attack this right-hand side since we've kind of got the deployment zone opened up over there. So I place our graveyard spells on the right-hand side and start moving in toward this rocket artillery to try to get it taken out. My thought was if I get both the rocket artilleries taken out and some of these air defenses, we'd have some pretty good chance for the 2-hit on our next attack. As you can see, it's only about 32%, but we did take out both rocket artilleries and quite a few key defenses. And so on our second attack, I'm just going to clean up a few of these clan houses with a barb, try to get our deployment zone opened up just a little bit here. And once we get the deployment zone opened up, I'm going to put the rest of my graveyard spells in the middle of the base. And really the plan at this point was just to attack this thing from every direction since it was in the core, let all those air skeletons tank, and I thought we would have enough momentum to clear out this base. You can see the air skeletons are working right now. The deployment zone just wasn't really close enough, I feel like, on the left-hand side, or maybe the right-hand side either. And there were a lot of air bombs still in the core of that base that really just played havoc right here. But you can see we almost get this taken out into, we start losing steam right here at the end. We took out a ton of buildings. We only have a couple air targeting defenses left, but that's going to stop us from getting the 2-hit triple, unfortunately. But that's how it is in Clash sometimes. Sometimes you don't get the 2-hit, But so now you just got to go in here and clean this thing up. So we're going to just throw in the Flying Fortress, throw in the graveyard spells. I want to make sure I get the max bonus capital gold that we can right here. Got a few barbs just to clean up these trash buildings. We just want to fast forward through this, get this attack done. That's how it goes sometimes in these attacks. It was a pretty good plan. We just ran out of steam right there at the end. All right, guys, Dragon Cliffs is next, and yes, I had to settle for a 3-hit triple on this. I'm going to show you the plan. We're going to zap out the Super Dragon post here at the top side at like 10 o'clock, whatever that is. We do a little damage to the one at 1 o'clock with one more zap. And now we've got our rage spell that we're going to wait and place it right in front of that blast bow. We're going to clean out some trash right here. And we're just running sneaky archers and battle rams right now. And right now the whole target is we want to get these posts down for the super dragons. And I want to lure them over to where this rage spell is. That rage, we're going to be able to take out the blast bow. And hopefully we're going to be able to take out quite a few of these super dragons. So that's the plan. We're working. We got the post down on the right-hand side. So we're just doing patient. We're going to start bringing our sneaky archers in toward this blast bow to start luring some of these super dragons over toward that rage. We actually get the post down now on the left as well. So we have several of these super dragons just flying around. They're not anchored to any post here in the middle of the base. So that's a good thing. We got our first super dragon down, so that's nice. Sneaky archers move up. We're going to work on that blast bow. Send in a battle ram. We want those super dragons to come in here toward our sneaky archers. We're going to get our next super dragon almost down. Place another camp right there. We're going to start luring him over. And probably one more pack of sneaky archers. We're going to get this super dragon taken out. So you can see we've taken out quite a few of these super dragons, 4 of them to be exact. We still have 2 on the base, but we have taken out the blast bow, and so it's looking pretty good for our second attack. I'm going to take out these defenses on the left-hand side just to try to get our deployment zone opened up. Just really sprinkle our sneaky archers everywhere we can right now to get this deployment zone as wide as we can. Take out as many defenses as we can. All the while working up towards these super dragons that are left. So you can see right here, over 40%. And honestly, at this point in the attack, I was thinking that we were probably going to hit this because the plan was going really nice. Even this last pack of sneaky archers, getting these last 2 clan houses, just opening this deployment zone up so much for us was really nice. So we're coming into our next attack. You can see I've got a few hog raiders for the end, and we're going to use our sneaky archers to hopefully take out the rest of these super dragons. That's the plan. So we're going to come up here. We zapped out the super dragon post in the top right. So we just have this one that's tethered to this post that's close to my rage I put down. So the plan was for these sneaky archers to come up here. We want to get both these super dragons taken out. Then we're going to use the graveyard spell to help produce some skeletons to tank for our hog riders, and they're going to be able to finish off the base. That was the plan. And it's looking pretty good right here. Except for these super dragons are kind of milling around. Like I really probably should have placed a barb like down here at the bottom of the base to lure both of those super dragons over. But then again, the one is still tied to his post, so it's hard to pull him down too much. So we do get them taken out, one of the super dragons right here, and we're still going to be fighting to get this next super dragon. And as my sneaky archers are moving up towards them, they keep getting distracted by the air bombs, the rage spell factory, like all these different buildings. I'm like, don't, please target the super dragon, please, whatever you do. So I just am down to my last couple packs of sneaky archers, and that super dragon, now I've got the post down. I probably, maybe in hindsight, maybe I could have lured him down a little further. I thought we were going to get him taken out right here. He has a sliver of health, but he doesn't go down. That's a problem because I have hog raiders left to clean up. So we're going to deploy a couple hog raiders down here far from our super dragon to help go ahead and start taking out a few defenses. Place our graveyard spell by the single inferno. Get 3 or 4 packs of our hog raiders working on the right-hand side while the super dragon is distracted. We're kind of trying to improvise here on the fly. Send in a few more hog raiders once the super dragon is moving away. Of course, he turns back around. And the bad thing about this is once my hog raiders take out the single and start moving toward these last defenses, It's like the super dragon is like going to intercept my hogs because they're going to this wizard tower. And unfortunately, I didn't have enough troops to get this deployment zone widened up. So my hog raiders have to travel from so far away to get to these last defenses. So you can see how this is going to end. The super dragon is wrecking this whole attack for me. If I maybe would have had one more pack of sneaky archers, it would have been a 2-hit. Or maybe if I just would have, I don't know. Somehow, if that super dragon would have went down, this would have been a 2-hit triple. But just the way it was, that's how it ended. So it's disappointing. I think that's a good, formula to use on Dragon Cliffs going forward to try to get the triple in 2 hits. So we'll be working on that, getting that cleaned up for next time. We're just going to throw in some super dragons right here, roast this base real fast, and finish it off. All right, guys, and now for the grand finale. Take a look at this Capitol Peak. Yes, 2-hit takedown. That made all of my sad feelings about Dragon Cliffs go away. I opened this base up, and I'm like, oh my goodness, look at this. Look at all the rapid rockets in the front part of this base that are just calling for me to destroy them. I mean, it was just amazing. So I start with some barbarians cleaning up all these clan houses. I'm fully expecting tons of traps or something out here, but apparently all the traps are inside these walls, or apparently right by these walls, because these barbarians are able to just go around and clean up every clan house there is. They're not setting off a log trap, giant bomb, small bomb. I'm not seeing anything go off. And so on this one, we've got a little different graveyard hit. What we're going to be doing, we've got a ton of the battle rams. They're going to be coming in right here, start tanking. And then we're going to be bringing in the super giants with the super wizards in behind. We're going to save a few of our battle rams to bring in again to start tanking. We've got our skeleton spells up there distracting the blast bow, the single, and the 2 rocket artilleries. And our whole goal is to push in here, take out all of the rapid rockets we can, and get to the blast bow. We don't have to take it down, but just push in about that far. There's so many air targeting defenses here. We're getting great value. You can see the percentage is climbing just epically right now. Already at 65%. We've gotten so many of these defenses down. We're doing damage on the blast bow. We've cleaned out almost every single clan house on this map. And guys, we're going to get to 75% on the first hit. And just look at the defenses that are left. There are almost no single point air defenses left. No rapid rockets or anything. I mean, it's just crazy what we got taken out. So now we're going to come in with the rocket loons. And so we're going to just try to clean up a couple of clan houses. We're going to get our graveyard spells in here. We have so many skeletons that are getting ready to start popping, guys. We're going to start bringing in our rocket loons from quite a few different points right here. You don't want to clump them up, so we're just going to spread them out, start getting these air skeletons in here to start tanking for us. We're going to be able to get these rocket artilleries down, get this single target inferno finally down, come in here toward the Capitol Peak, and we have tons of rocket loons up. We have tons of air skellies still popping. And guys, this is just a devastating 2-hit. It was a thing of beauty. I was very happy to see that base. And yeah, it really made the weekend. All right, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Until next time, clash on, my friends.